Hey everyone, it's Kirk McLean here, and you're watching Clay's Canucks commentary.
Hey Canucks fans, and welcome to Clay's Canucks Commentary Live, presented to you by Van City Experts Real Estate. I am your host, Clay Emo Canuck Clay, and this is my Canucks take, all in one take. It is Wednesday night, September the 25th. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. Welcome everyone for the second straight night. The Canucks have beaten a team in the Pacific Division in exhibition hockey. Tonight was a score of 4-3. It looked like they were going to lose, but some late game heroics by Daniel Sprong, and then some more heroics by Jake DeBrusk, two of really six newcomers that were the most prominent. But yes, two of our newcomers and making really good debuts for the Vancouver Canucks on a game where they blew a third period lead, and we're going to get into it. So I will break it down a little bit as much as I can, considering I didn't see the first two periods once again. Actually, last night I didn't see any of the game. I just had it on the TV while I was bowling. Today, at least I watched the third period and the overtime, and I watched it very hard. That doesn't make sense. I was concentrating very much so because I knew I had the show tonight. So we'll break down the game. I'll get some of your feedback. And then for the last part of the stream, I'm going to bring on a very, very special guest. Sound good? Sound great. Sounds great. So welcome everyone. Moderators, do what you need to do to keep this a safe and respectful place. Members as legends, Hall of Fame and franchise members, thanks for your support. And to everyone else, no matter where you're watching from, whether my beautiful neighborhood of Steveston and Richmond, in the city, Lower Mainland, province, country, continent, around the world, thank you for being here. You know that I know that you could be doing anything else, watching anyone else, getting ready for work, school, or bed, or all three. But the fact that you are here with me right here, right now, know how much I always appreciate you and how much I never, ever take you for granted. So this is how you can get involved tonight. You can subscribe to the channel so you get active in the chat section, get notified of my videos. We're getting close to 11,500 subscribers, which I'm very grateful for. So make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. You can like the video. There are 60 of you in here already, and only 13 likes. So let's bump that up. Hit the like button. I always like to see that number go up right before my eyes. You can leave a donation and get the donation train out of the station. You can gift a membership. You can buy your own membership. You can upgrade your membership. You can use your monthly membership message like Swerve and Irvin just did. And I see he even switched his name to Swerve and Irvin. That is awesome. That is so good, Irvin. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. So let's get to that right away. Swerve and Irvin using his Triple M, his monthly membership message. Well, shout out to Swerve and Irvin, who's been a franchise member for 5 months now. Not the best game tonight, but what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Yes, nicely done. One of the better sprong pungs I've seen, and I've seen a lot of them, believe me, even from you guys in the chat already. But yes, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Love it. Let's give some love to Swerve and Irvin in the chat for being a member for 5 months. Thank you. Great to see you here as always. So some initial thoughts on tonight's game. Well, a few things. We saw the debut of Kiefer Sherwood, Jake DeBrusk, and Daniel Sprong. And I thought and Vince Desharnais, and all four guys played well. They all factored in the scoring, actually. Well, Sherwood didn't, but the other three did for sure. So so really you could say that there were 7 additions. And if you want Sammy Blade, not really, because he's on a PTO. So you could say there were 7 additions to the team, and 5 of them played tonight. DeBrusk, Sherwood, Sprong, Desharnais, and goaltender Yuri Patera. The other 2 acquisitions were Danton Heinen, who played yesterday, and Derek Forbert, who played yesterday. And I dare say the newcomers were more, well, there are 5 of them as opposed to 2, but I thought the newcomers were very prominent tonight, and we'll get into that in a couple of minutes. I thought Patera was pretty good in net. Rick Tocchet liked his game. I thought that Carson Soucy, I should say, I clarify. I only watched the third period because, Tuesday night's my bowling night. Well, Wednesday night's my church night. So we were running religious education classes for 120 kids at my church. So by the time I got home, I could only watch the third period and the overtime. And there's still, audio issues notwithstanding, like I had the surround sound turn up really loud. So when I first turned it on, for whatever reason, there's no commentary. And then I just heard Brendan Batcher yelling at me. So then I had to scramble for the remote control. And then some of the audio mixing was off. Sometimes the music was way too loud and you couldn't hear the commentators, whatever. Preseason, and Abbotsford's not really kind of decked out to, well, they certainly weren't decked out to do like any replays or of challenges or anything like that. So all to say, still, it was nice to see that it was on Canucks.com, and for anyone who was able to catch it that way. And the production quality was good enough for a preseason game. I'm not going to complain about the production quality for a preseason game. So where was I going with that? Anyways, I think I was just talking about newcomers. I was talking about how the game looked. And overall, Calgary's lineup wasn't that strong, but I'd say Vancouver's lineup was stronger, and it certainly was night and day from the 10-0 loss that we had to Calgary in last year's preseason. And I'll go over a few more things, but I guess the main thing, perspective, obviously, that this is only the second preseason game and the first preseason game for many players. And there's guys like JT Miller who hasn't even played yet. So I'm sure he'll get into a couple before the preseason ends. But overall, the younger guys were less noticeable tonight. The Lekaramakis, the Ratus, although Sasson got a goal, which was good. But I'd say the younger guys were less noticeable tonight. But you had the veterans kind of coming through, and not just veterans, but the veterans that are newcomers were coming through. And that was really good to see. The game was not on TV. It was only on Canucks.com. Adam's not happy. Who was the audio tech in Abby? You should complain. That was garbage. Well, I'm not going to complain. I don't mind. It's just preseason. Oh, where I was going with that? Yes. Let's keep things in perspective that it's only preseason and they're not really trying their hardest. But at the same time, I'd much rather be 2-0 than 0-2. So we are indeed 2-0. Let's get to some of the stats, and I'll present to you my screen, and then we can kind of go through some of this together. We'll start with the recap first. So you had Sasson with a nice goal, came in with Sherwood on the right side, and there's like a give and go passing play. And then Sasson kind of just, I didn't see the replay on this, you guys. So you have to tell me, did Sasson's goal go off of the Calgary defender, or did it go off of the goaltender? But I know Sasson scored from kind of beside the net, and that was fine. Then Jake Bean's goal was off face-off win, and he kind of wrist shot from the face-off dot. A really good shot over Patera's shoulder, so that makes it 1-1. And then DeBrusk scores his first of 2 goals. Quinn Hughes on the left point passes it to Vincent Desharnais, who takes a shot. I think it's a wrist shot, and DeBrusk with a nice deflection. And that makes it 2-1. Nice to see DeBrusk and Desharnais, 2 of our newcomers, get it. Oh, actually, Sherwood did get an assist. So all of our newcomers did indeed factor in the scoring. But Sasson's goal was off a Dustin Wolf skate. Thank you for that, Swervin Irvin. And then Samuel Honzek had a goal. Was this the one that DeBrusk turned it over in the? Yeah, it was DeBrusk who turned it over, right, in the Calgary zone. And then you had that line late to come back, and then Honzek finishes off that play, and then Dryden Hunt also gets through the Canucks neutral zone, kind of untouched, and then puts a nice goal past Patera. But that was, you got to look. That was in the third period. Those 2 goals were 5 minutes apart. And then remember yesterday I was talking about how, and even in exhibition hockey, goals in the last minute of a period or the first minute of a period are kind of killers, right? They're momentum changers. And of course, again, it's only preseason hockey, but What a goal. Daniel Sprong. Everyone has seen this already. With about 22 seconds left, he gathers the puck, settles the puck with his glove in the own zone, skates down the left side of the neutral zone. I think Lekkerimäki was standing there, not even as a pick. He just wanted to make sure he didn't go offside. And then Sprong just made an inside-out move, got past one of the defensemen, and then shielded the puck, cut across the middle, had Cooley, the goalie, basically pull his groin trying to save it. So Sprong, you could say that he skated at least past 4, if not all 5. No, Calgary was on the penalty kill. So all 4 Calgary skaters and the goaltender. So beautiful, beautiful goal. Kind of wish he saved that for the regular season, but really nice to see that goal go in and that effort, that cut into the net with authority by Daniel Sprong. So that's with 15 seconds left. Then we get to the overtime. And I think PD, Hughes, and DeBrusk started the period off, right? The overtime period off. And they had a chance, then went back the other way. And I'm pretty sure Pospisil was going to the net and Hughes tripped him, right? Let's be honest, Canucks fans. That was a trip. Didn't think the refs were going to call that on the captain of the Canucks in overtime in a preseason game. But I'm pretty sure that was a trip on Pospisil. Then they go back the other way, 3-on-2, and two of the smartest guys in Pettersson and Hughes. Pettersson puts it back to Hughes. Hughes draws the defenders to him and then feathers a pass to Pettersson, who could have tried to deke or tip it himself, but instead he passes it over to DeBrusk, who then puts it into basically the empty side of the net. A beautiful, beautiful goal set up by a trip by Quinn Hughes. A really smart passing play from PD to Hughes, back to PD, who then great hockey vision, great hockey IQ, and then puts it across to Jake DeBrusk, and DeBrusk puts his second goal of the game, and it's the game winner. Abbotsford fans go home happy. I'm happy. You're happy. We're all happy. And the Canucks are 2-0 in the preseason. They dominated the shot clock 32-19, as you can see here. And then they scored on one power play and they killed up. So the Canucks have been perfect on the penalty kill in the first 2 games. Penalty minutes, 6-0. It's funny. You remember yesterday, or usually you have blocks, you have hits, you have, there's a couple other stats you usually get. Blocks, hits, maybe turnovers, I don't know, giveaways. But skeleton crew there, I guess even not only the tech side, but the tracking side. So we get 3 stats. We get shots on goal, we get power play, and we get penalty minutes. Look at the Canucks individual performances. Yeah, who cares about Calgary? Baines, not bad. I guess 0s with 3 shots, but I did notice him. Lekkerimäki was definitely less noticeable today. He got 0s right across his stat line. Di Giuseppe, he worked hard, but he was a -2. Pettersson, just the 1 assist, +1. I know Justin earlier said that Pettersson seemed I'm not sure if Pettersson used the word not Pettersson. Justin used the word disinterested. Yeah, disinterested. Yeah, I don't know if it disinterested or not. All veterans, especially if you're a veteran who's got, I know he's got a $12 million contract to live up to, but I'm not too worried about Elias Pettersson in his first preseason game of the season. That just not, I don't worry about that kind of stuff. Sherwood, 1 assist on the Sasson goal, 4 shots on no goal, which is nice. Ratu, another one of the younger guys, was a little bit quieter today, but he was okay. Sasson had that nice goal with 3 shots. DeBrusk, 2 goals on 3 shots +2. Sammy Blais, I didn't really notice him a lot in the third, and I think he's going to be, I just simply don't think he's going to, I just get the feeling that he's not going to do enough to make this team. Do you guys agree with me with that? Smith, I don't even know who that is. Nathan Smith, bunch of 0s except 1 shot. Sprong was good, 4 shots. And then he looked dangerous all night, not just on his goal. And then Linus Karlsson, a little bit less noticeable. So again, all the younger guys, whether it was because it was the second game, consecutive nights, or because the veterans, especially the new veterans, just were more noticeable. Obviously, the younger guys were not as noticeable. Yes, good point. PD also did hit a post with a shot. On D, Jet Wu was okay. I think he made a couple mistakes, but he was okay. Susie was good. Quinn Hughes was excellent. Juleson was okay. He's still gosh, but I don't know if you guys remember the third period, a simple breakout to Hughes that he mucked up. Juleson just isn't the best passer. Desharnais was fine. We'd love to see a hit total here, but Desharnais had 1 assist, and then Willanen I thought was okay as well. By the way, and Patera 16 saves on 19 shots. One thing about Kiefer Sherwood is, again, there's no hits stat tonight, but he's every shift. Oh, I'd say every shift. That's a bit of exaggeration, but a lot of his shifts, he is very noticeable. He'll hit guys. He'll get hit. I think Sherwood is I'm gonna call him as my unsung hero already for the season. You heard it here first. I'm not sure if anyone else has predicted it. I'm not sure if anyone else has made predictions yet. I think Kiefer Sherwood will be the unsung hero for the Vancouver Canucks this season. We play there because they're our farm team. You want to kind of reward them a little bit. And just like they did Penticton, they've done Whistler. You want to move the team around the province a little bit because you obviously know what you have at home in Vancouver, but I think you want to move the team around a little bit as well. Talking to Rick Tocchet, JT Miller is not hurt. He only has to play 2 games. So don't worry about that, Ron. I wasn't talking to Rick Tocchet, but I watched Rick Tocchet's post-game interview, and he said that the young guys were okay playing back-to-back. He liked the play of most of his players, and he singled out DeBrusk and Sprong and Sherwood. I don't think that he's the biggest Sammy Blais fan, to be honest with you. That's just the hunch I get. And he also said, this is a really good point. He said that over the 2 games, the Canucks have played okay. They've played fast in some respects, but they haven't played fast in other respects. And the one thing he did talk about was he doesn't think they're fast enough coming back, i.e. to their own zone. And if you think of the 3 Calgary goals, the first one was off a face-off, but then the second goal and the third goal were speed plays through the neutral zone where Canucks players were slow to back check or slow to pick up guys. So I can see why Rick Tocchet said that, just saying that the Canucks need to play a bit faster coming back to their own end. Let's give Justin Credible some love in the chat. Justin said, didn't know we signed Nathan McKinnon for $975K. That goal was very McDavid McKinnon. Like that, I think Brendan Batchelor or Randy Janda even said that on the stream, that it was a very Nathan McKinnon like goal. It was nice. Like I knew Sprong had a good release and a good shot. I didn't know he had that assertiveness while skating. That was a power move. That was really, really awesome. And let's give some love to Justin in the chat. Thank you, Justin, for that $5 donation. Just trying to think of anything else I want to bring up. No, you know what? This is what I'll do. I'll do my Mitchell sponsor read now. Then I'll turn it over to all of you for your questions and comments. And then I'll bring in my special guest in a few minutes. A few minutes after that. Let me end the poll question right now. And I said, who was the best Canuck tonight? 53% of you, over half, are saying Jake DeBrusk. 24% saying Daniel Sprong. 17% saying Quinn Hughes, and 3%. That means a vote of 87. That's probably only one person, maybe 2 people voted. No, 3 people voted that, saying Yuri Patera. Okay, that's good. At least we have some candidates for best Canucks player, and it wasn't just one guy. Although Jake DeBrusk wins the poll by quite a bit. Want to give a shout out to my primary sponsor, Van City Experts Real Estate. Contact Jason Lim and his team for all of your real estate needs. Thank you to my secondary sponsor, Coach Patrick Liu, weight loss coach. Check out coachpatrickliu.com/clay, and you can sign up for a free 5-day workout. Thank you to Gassy Jack Art, maker of that fine artwork, and thank you to Vessi Footwear. Use the link tinyurl.com/VessiClay and receive a free pair of socks off your next purchase of Vessi shoes. A couple other ways that you can get involved. Subscribe, You can like the video. You can leave a donation like Justin has done. Thank you, Justin. You can gift a membership. You can buy your own membership. You can upgrade your own membership. You can use your monthly membership message, your Triple M like Swerve and Irvin has done. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. A couple of other announcements that I want to remind you of. One more show this week, and that is tomorrow night, and it's a member stream. So member stream tomorrow night at 11 p.m. I hope members will join us, and we have 80 new members potentially that could join us on a tomorrow night. You know what? Now that I'm here, let's see if this works. I think Canuck Clay should give away. Oh, I did it again. Every time I try and give away memberships, because I have 5 more to give away, my stream craps out. So what if I try it here? Oh, I can't do it there. How come I can't do it here? Because I'm logged in as myself. How come? I click on the $. I should be able to. Okay. Sorry, guys. I tried to gift a membership. It says buy membership viewers. Okay, fine. I clicked on it, and then it just freezes up on me. Oh, great. Now I've frozen 2 streams, 2 different computers. Okay, we'll just see what happens. But yes, would love for you guys to join me tomorrow night for my member stream. And if it ever stops circling that wheel, I will definitely gift those memberships. That's strange. It's not letting me do it. Like, this is my second to last show of the month. I still have 5 memberships to give away. Help me. Okay, we will figure that out a bit later. Finally, don't forget, I've opened up a store of merchandise, Canuck Clay merch at canuckclay.threadless.com. You can get t-shirts, sweaters, hoodies, jackets, baby onesies, iPhone covers, stickers, notebooks, mugs, you name it, and a lot of it is there. So if you want to support me and support my channel, pick something up at canuckclay.threadless.com. Okay, let's turn it over to all of you now for the next 20 minutes or so, and then we will finish off with a special guest for the last 15 minutes. All right, here we go. When do we think Lankin and Miller will play this preseason? Well, the next games are Friday, Saturday, correct? Friday, Saturday. So I think you'll see each of them or both of them in at least one of those games. I don't know which one. But yeah, if Miller's going to play 2, we'll see him probably one of game 3 or game 4, and then game 6, game 5 or game 6. And then I think I thought I heard, unless Lankin was talking about someone else, I thought he was saying that he wants to get Lankin into a game this weekend. Nathan Smith got picked up by the Canucks July 1st from Arizona. Thank you, Jay. Any possibilities to expand to Android cases in the future? Hey, Justin, I don't get a choice of the kind of phone case they produce. So unfortunately, I'd say that is going to be a no. But you could buy a Canuck Clay sticker and then stick it on your new Android cover that you have to get from somewhere else. Hey, Jaskrin, welcome. Time to enter panic mode if you're an Oilers fan. They're getting crushed. No, 0% they're panicking. It is preseason, and they're coming off a 1 game away from winning the Stanley Cup. David, Joshua, they haven't put a time frame on Joshua. When I read his statement, I was thinking in my head 2 or 3 months. So I was thinking Christmas time. Then Rick Tocchet said he's going to come back soon, but soon is a relative term. Soon could mean as soon as the next 2 weeks. Soon could be compared to long term, could be in a couple months. So I don't think we have a good answer to it yet, just yet, David. Jaskrin with the donation. Let's give Jaskrin some love in the chat. Says Clay, I love Lekarmaki a lot. A lot of L's there. Me too. I think he's going to be good. He might not make the team this year, but we have a lot of hope in him, I think. So let's give some love to Jaskrin in the chat. Hey, Simon, how do you think the Beast Lines will do to try and get get one because they have to compete against the Winnipeg team, so you can get first place. Oh, Beast Lions must mean BC Lions. Yeah, they're one game behind Winnipeg. We'll see. It's not like either team is running away the division, so they're right there, and they could pull it off, but they got to start playing a lot better. I've never been to Philly. Me and two buddies are planning to head down for the Saturday night. That is awesome. Are you going to the game in Vancouver too on the 11th or just the 19th? That is great, Ricky. You're going just for that game? I'm impressed. Have fun, man. That is awesome. This guy's saying, Josh, I say this guy because stop, brother. Who is this guy? Joshua not coming back. I don't know. I don't want to speculate, but that's not the vibe I get. I think strong speed will help the PK, and Blay will be hitting depth replacement for Joshua. I think they'll let Lekkerimäki season a bit more in the minors to start the year. I definitely agree with you about Lekkerimäki. Sprong, I think it will make the team. I'm not sure about Sammy Blay. With that article, DPD learning from Hronek, how about they pair up on the future? Hughes and Wilander plus Minio and Celebrini. Imagine these youngsters can step up their skills. Yeah, true, but it'll take 4 or 5 years for them to hit their primes. So until then, we have Susie and we have Myers. In this order, I'm going to say Bluger, Demko, Joshua, Fangirl. I think Bluger comes back first, then Demko, then Joshua. Tucker Pullman is still on the payroll because he has a contract. There's rumors that the Canucks have tried to trade it, but obviously the team that needs to take some on then has to have room for a $2.5 million player who's not going to play ever again. We know that the trick behind this one is the Canucks do not want to go over the salary cap with Tucker Pullman's salary in it. If they stay under the salary cap, including Tucker Pullman's salary, then they can accrue cap space that they can then use at the trade deadline to get a decent player. Love watching Desharnais, Sprong, and DeBrus. I'm a bit unsure how Blay will fit. I prefer Baines and Sasson to Blay. That's fair. And Corey, were you the one who said that you live out in the valley and you were home in 20 minutes? That is awesome. I'm happy you got to go. James was there. Okay, James, let's hear it. Baines was invisible. His window is closed. Oh, that's kind of strong. May need a Sprong nameplate for my 91 Zadorov jersey. Hughes was great. Lekkerimäki was tired. Thanks, James. Heard it from someone who was there, a first-hand account of the game. Nice to see you. Thanks for popping in. Why isn't Sammy Blay doing more? Realize you better step up. He's going to get buried in the minors. He might not even get buried in the minors because he's not part of the Canucks right now. Because he's part of a PTO. The Canucks could outright release him, actually. Philly is the only team I've never seen live. So I thought for the occasion I'd go to the city. Yeah, that's fine. Even though they're playing like 8 days prior here, but that's pretty cool. Here we go. A new season starts with Tom Clayman and the gang. Undefeated with Tom Clayman, Swervin Irvin Man, and Sprong Man. Let's do it. Jason Lim, our beloved sponsor. How are you, Jay? Sprong time. Why do I get the sense that you took great joy in typing that out? Was wondering about Baines. Didn't see him touch the puck tonight. Oh, you're right. You're right. Sammy did sign with Abby, and he's with Vancouver. How does that work? If Blay is on a PTO, but he did sign with Abbotsford. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Because he's not signed with the big Vancouver Canucks. Thank you for the correction. When do you think the next set of roster cuts could happen? I could actually see a couple tomorrow. It won't be like massive, but I could see a couple tomorrow for sure. Viper agrees with me. Says I'm going to guess tomorrow as well. All right, guys. Let's. What else do you guys want to talk about in terms of the Canucks and their preseason? Who else has stood out to you? Who else do you want to see more of? Who else do you think needs to step up more? Some really, really good feedback from you guys thus far. Mitchell Ness releasing a replica 95 Trevor Linden jersey. It has a Canucks 25th anniversary patch on it. Nice. Is that on Vanbase right now? Where'd you see that? Swervin Irvin. Considering the players not playing tonight and those currently injured, there's actually some decent depth on this team more than last year. I was thinking about that too, Corey Williams, when I was looking at tonight's lineup, last night's lineup, and the fact that we haven't seen a guy like Miller yet. Maybe he's the only guy we haven't seen yet, though. I agree with you about the depth, and it's nice. I'd cut young Baines, the goalie, JJ. Oh, I cut Baines, the goalie, Patera, and Blay. we'll see. We'll see. Hey, Michael, just saw the highlights. That Sprong goal was sick, and the OT was a beaut too. Yeah, the goals got better as the game went on, for sure. PDG was also really good today. Okay, good. What did you think about Ratu? I thought Ratu was okay. Yeah, no, Ratu was okay. He was decent. He wasn't amazing, but he certainly wasn't bad. DPD needs to play better, but a year in Abbey will do him some good. I agree. Excited to see Hughes 1 year older and tougher. Yeah, he's pretty durable, isn't he, for a quote, a smaller guy. Oh, on the Mitchell Ness website. Okay, that's cool. Which new Canuck or current will have a jersey made? I'm going Hronik, Joshua, DeBrus. I think DeBrus is here for 7 years. Actually, Hronik's here for 7 years or 8 years as well. It could be either of those two guys. I think the junior eligible players will be sent down. Ulrichsen and Mineo. I agree with that, actually. That makes sense. That's usually the order they go in. Will be easy to find. A lot of stores had the Mitchell Ness Tiger Williams 92 jersey. Oh, sorry, 82 jersey. That's cool. Man, you know your stuff, Swerve and Irvin. You know your merch. I'm impressed. Desharnais looks slow out there tonight. Worry about him against a fast team. Yeah, I must admit, I did not pay attention to Desharnais' game, so I would love some corroborating evidence. Do you guys agree with Stop Brother? Do you guys, like I said that, do you guys agree that Desharnais looks slow out there tonight? Edmund says, overall, I got faith in the picks Alvin and company made. Yeah, so you like the way that they drafted over the past couple of years, and you've liked the way that they picked up free agents and made trades. Yeah, this roster, what an overhaul, huh? From 2.5 years ago when they took over. Calgary's young team plays hard. They won't be pushers every night. That's what Rick Tocchet said too. He said in his post-game interview, he did say that he thought that Calgary was the faster team at times tonight. Should the Canucks do a white skate jersey again? Maybe not as a regular, but as a one-off, I would love it. But you usually don't do all different jerseys when you're the visiting team, but it's not impossible. Yeah, I'd be for that, Fangirl, or maybe you get permission to wear them at home one day, and you just got to let the away team know to bring their dark jerseys. Sprung was sprung. I don't know that doesn't even have Sprung's name in there. Do you think we should have dominated against the roster Calgary put out today? Yes and no. Like on paper, probably, but when push comes to shove, guys aren't playing their absolute hardest in preseason. Send them out, Membies. What were we just talking about? Send them out, Membies. What does that mean? Oh, send out the Membies. Oh, I see. Those members. I'm trying. Membership gifting. Yeah, I think something's broken. I think I gotta reset my YouTube or something. Yeah, unfortunately. So I can't gift any memberships tonight for some reason. Lekirmaki should not be rushed unless developing properly. We don't want another Adam Gaudette where you rush a player. That is fair. It was cool to see the father of the late Goudreau brothers get an invite from the Flyers to be guest coach. Yes, say all you want about Tortorella, but that was a very, very classy move to have the Goudreau father coaching at a Flyers practice. When do you think EP40 will start facing the heat if he starts off slow? By what game will be a main story heading into every game? I think after 10 games. After 10 games. I'm not predicting that's going to happen. I'm just saying that would be the point where people would start talking and start worrying a little bit, I think. Flames got Canucks picks and prospects, therefore got to look out for them. Gotcha. Lekirmaki greater than Gaudette. I agree. Lek ain't no Gaudette because he's better. Yes, he is. One day Tim's down and all the teams in the NHL. How did they decide to which players not making the cut? Simon, I'm not sure what you're asking, but if you're asking how do they decide which guys are going to make the cut, it's like a jigsaw puzzle. They got to make their roster fit. And if you're not impressing by now or impressing in the preseason overall, there's a good chance you'll get cut. It depends on contracts too, and depends on expectations. Depends on a lot of things. Who will have more points, Sprong or Hoggy? I don't. That's a great question. Hoglander played well yesterday. Ooh, I might go Sprong if Sprong gets an opportunity. Isn't it nice to talk about a team that is too good to have young guys instead of rushing them? Yes. Yeah. Well, I don't know if we're too good, but I will not say this out loud, but Adam, you can reflect that. All right, Justin, opening net lines. Heinen, Miller, Bester. I agree. DeBrus, PD, Sprong. I agree. Hoglander, Bluger, Garland. Yeah, I could see that. Sherwood, Suter, Blay. Yeah, I could see Suter and Bluger being switched, but I have no problem with your lines. Was there a Rob Goudreau who played for the Sharks? Yeah, maybe, but maybe not related, I guess. Hello, Burned. Nice to see you. When is AHL training camp may dictate when cups happen? That's true. Yeah, I don't know when the AHL starts. If you had to put someone on waivers, Clay, who would it be? Because this year it would be hard to choose. If you're asking me who to put on waivers versus who to send down, I think a better question is who would I send down? That's a good question. Does a guy like DJ Seppi or Neil Zaman even clear? But I think those are kind of like I'm not including young guys who don't need to clear waivers and who I don't think will make the team yet, although they're getting closer to the Assassins, the Ratus, the Lekkerimäkis of the world. Lekkerimäki will be good, but no need to rush him in the team, just like McCann and Virtanen. I agree with that very much. Bedard, 33 goals over under. I'm going to go over this year. I think his team's a little bit better. Yeah, Viper agrees with me. Irwin, when you have a big cap hit, just with just itty bitty space, you get very good. Very good. Irwin, you're very clever when you have a big cap hit with just itty bitty space. You get sprung. That's a very clever reference to Baby Got Back by Sir Mix-a-Lot. Very good. Nicely done. Rob Goudreau was one of the Sharks that was okay during the second season, but when Larionov and Makarov came, he was forgotten. I did get his autograph at Target 30 years ago. Well, a lot of info there, Fillmore, and that is pretty cool. Garland might be the odd man out with Sprong and Lekkerimäki looking good. No, not at all. I think Garland has done enough on this team. Tocchet loves him. Yeah, they're not going to take Sprong and Lekkerimäki over Garland. PDG was wearing an A tonight. Tocchet likes him. He said, "Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, that's fair." So I was just kind of making an example, but you're right, James. He probably is not going to be the first cut down to atmosphere or anything like that. Do you think hockey players will use a special stick when they play game hockey? Use a special stick. I'm not sure what you mean, Simon. Like, are you talking for a theme night or a different type of stick? 2015-16, we were downturn to management, shoehorn McCann Virtanen in. I heard Willie D wasn't comfortable with it. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me if that's the case. In 3 days, the 52nd anniversary of the most important goal in Canadian hockey history was scored. Henderson, he scores. That was a very important goal. Yeah, good point. Overall, better alignments in Teravainen, Bertuzzi, and Hall returning and familiarity with Khrushchev. I must have missed something, Justin. What did you say earlier? What did you say earlier? Or maybe you didn't. Yeah, where did that come from? Maybe I missed a message, or you're responding to someone else. Garland better not be out. I just bought a Garland jersey. No, you're fine. You're fine. 28th anniversary of the Butte skate. Do you mean Bure skate to stick preseason go against Boston? I am happy PD looked good, even though it's preseason. Yeah, general consensus was he was just okay. No bad seats in the Abbey Center. That is awesome. All right, I'm gonna go refill my drink. It's warm in my office tonight, so I'm gonna go refill my drink, and then I'm gonna make a special call. Wasn't that a regular season goal that Bure scored? Okay, everyone in the chat, type in the city that you are coming from, the city that you are watching from tonight, and I'll highlight a few of those when I get back in 30 seconds. All right, let's see. What do we got here? Thanks for waiting for me. What do we got? Viper in Vancouver, Spartans in Kelowna, Keith in Kelowna, Corey in Mission, Luke in Vancouver, English Bay for Swervin Irvin, Los Angeles, LA Women's Hoops, no surprise there. Hey, Shannon from Victoria, San Jose, Fillmore, Esquimalt, Coach Rob, Penticton. Hey, Chris. Eddie's in Bangkok. That's awesome. Thanks for being here. I think I have something in my eye. My eyeball. Yeah, good one. South Canby, Vancouver. Love it, Brian. Irwin's in Burnaby. What the heck? Started in Vancouver to Burnaby to New West to Surrey. Worked the Elevation Night Worship. I really wanted to go to this concert, Justin, but it was indeed my church night. How was it? How was the crowd? And Ron's coming to us from Kelowna, which is awesome. And MB's in London, UK. I love everyone, but I love these internationals. And we got Bern in Germany, and we'll end off with Jimmy Lai in Coquitlam. All right, friends, I'm going to make a quick call. Ricky's in Delta. I'm going to make a quick call to someone, and then I will explain why. So let's just see if this person is ready while we are waiting. We got Jay in Vancouver. BC is in New York. That is good. That is good. What else we got here? My wife is sending the family chat videos. All right. All right. Let's see who I'm calling. Let's see if this person picks up. It's a little late to call someone I know. I know. All right, just give me a sec. I'm going to introduce you on the stream. Are you actually watching the stream right now or no? It's not a member stream today. It's regular. I'm positive. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I am calling a very special person. It's not Patrick Alvin, but it is someone who I've hinted at before. She's been a legend for a long time on this channel. And then she ran into some difficulties that made membership physically impossible for her. And I know she was okay with me sharing that about a month ago, but she still wants to be so very much part of this community. And are you on now? Can you see it? Yeah, well, yeah, because then it would be confusing. Okay, so I'm gonna unmute my phone in a minute, and then you can say hi to everyone. Okay, give me 1 sec. Rev Trev is in bed by now. That is funny. Okay, here we go. Why don't you say hello?
Hi.
You can talk a bit more.
Hi, everybody. How are you?
This, my friend, is the legendary Carol Bovelander. Can you guys hear her okay? Can you let me know in the chat? Carol, did you watch tonight's game?
Yes, I did.
Give us your impressions.
I thought Strong was really good.
Yep.
I loved his goal. That was amazing.
Yep.
The big tall defenseman that's
Desharnais?
Yeah.
Yep.
I couldn't believe how tall he was. Like, that guy's a big guy.
Yeah, that's all we do is get tall defensemen, except for Quinn Hughes.
Yeah.
What else?
How's everybody doing tonight?
Well, I think everyone's good. And the reason why, one thing I like to do, you guys, on these streams, and it's not an official perk, but for legends and Hall of Fame members and people that were legends for 3 years, I like to bring them on when it's their birthday. So in 15 minutes, the lovely Carol Bovelander will be celebrating her birthday. Why don't you tell everyone? People are excited to see you. I'm going to let people ask you questions about you and your Canucks fandom in about 5 minutes. But yeah, tell us how you're feeling about the team this year, Carol.
I'm pretty excited about it. I think they're going to do great.
And why is that?
I like the new players they brought in, and the coaching staff is just, they got everybody going full tilt.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're going to be really good this year. The line of Petey, DeBrusque, and Sprong in the overtime was really good. It was tic-tac-toe, real fast goal.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I think they'll be really good.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. Which player or players are you most interested in seeing?
Dravakian,
Yeah.
that new guy from Boston.
DeBrusque.
Pardon me?
DeBrusque.
Yes, I have a hard time with spelling some of their names.
Yeah, well, they're not.
You know me, I always call you Play instead of Clay when I'm typing, I'm trying to tell.
You can call me Clay, you can call me Play, you can call me anything you want. Just don't call me late for dinner. Oh. Thank you.
Well,
thank you.
I just want to say how sorry I am that I can't be a member, but I'm working on trying to fix that issue.
No problem, Carol. We appreciate how present you are to this community. I appreciate how generous you've been to me over the past 2 years. And, it pains me to know that you were going through some hardship, but it also, I have hope, and I know you have hope too, that things will turn around.
Well, things are, I might be getting a place to live, so that's a good news.
Oh, that is great news. Where, in what area?
Hopefully I'll know a little bit more in a month.
Okay.
I'm trying to be positive and take a page out of you, Clay. You being so positive all the time.
Well, I try.
So I'm really trying really hard to be positive.
Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you go.
I was just going to say I am going out tomorrow night. My friends are taking me out to the bar.
Oh, Carol Bovelander at a bar.
Yeah.
What can eyewitnesses expect from Carol Bovelander at a bar?
Actually, it's the barley mill. I'm just going to have a steak.
Well,
I don't drink. I'm like you. I don't drink alcohol.
Are you physically able to drink, or no? Will it set off a reaction in your body or something?
Well, that's a very good question. When I think of a drink, it's like a capsule. When you take the top off a bottle of alcohol and you fill the capsule. And that's all I have.
Okay.
With a little bit of Pepsi.
Yeah. What?
And I just have it for taste.
How do you like your steak cooked?
Medium well.
Oh, yeah. I'm a rare guy. Rare or medium rare?
I don't like raw. I don't like raw meat.
Swervin Irvin wants to know if you're going to sing karaoke tomorrow night.
No. I can't sing. I'm a terrible singer.
I don't believe it.
I won't even try.
If you just joined me, Fillmore says Clay likes his meat mooing and moving. Yes. Fangirl says we love you, Carol. So if you just joined me, this is we call her the legendary Carol Bovelander. She is not a legend officially right now on the channel, but she had been for a couple of years, and she was single-handedly sometimes the driving force behind my membership base growing. So we love Carol, and we always want the best for her. Are you okay if, yes, Viper says you will always be legendary, Carol. Are you okay if we pepper you with questions for 10 minutes and then we'll greet you?
I'm fine. Go ahead.
We'll greet you a happy birthday at 12. So Carol's going to do my job for me. She's going to answer questions for the next 10 minutes. You're going to ask her about her life, and it's up to her if she wants to answer. You're going to ask her about the Canucks. You're going to ask her about tonight's game. Whatever you want to do, you can ask Carol. I will relay the questions from the chat to you, Carol. I got one for you while we're waiting for someone to come in. Do you like any other teams beside the Canucks?
No. I really dislike Calgary.
Yeah.
And I have a love-hate relationship with the Oilers
Okay.
because of my family.
Right, because a lot of them are from Edmonton.
Yeah, a lot of rivalry going on there.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. We got some questions coming in. Fangirl wants to know, who is your favorite former Canucks player?
Linden.
Why?
He was very, like, in the 94 playoffs, he practically stood on his head, and he brought them back in that final 7th game. Because of him, they tied it up.
Yep.
And then they lost in the last few minutes of that game.
Yep.
And I had a really major hate on for Messier, even before he became a Canuck.
Wow.
And it just made it worse.
Yeah, I'm sure he did not endear himself to you or many Canucks fans. Viper wants to know, what's your favorite Canuck memory?
That's a very good question. I've been a Canuck fan from the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a lot of memories. One of my favorites, I have a lot, but this one sticks out in my mind. Pavel Bure going down overtime against Calgary. We won 3 consecutive overtime goals to beat the Calgary Flames and go on to the final.
That was a crazy run, wasn't
That
it?
was, yeah, I was, I think I pretty much lost my voice.
No, that's a good one. Wasn't that also the same game that Kirk McLean made that amazing save?
Yes, it was.
Yeah. Okay, no, I like that one. That's good. Stop Brother wants to know, who's your least favorite Canuck player, either past or present? So you named one already.
I did. I really don't like Messier.
Why?
He ruined our team. We should have not got him at all.
Okay. Well, I got to not interrupt. Before I do the next question, we have another legend in name who just did something legendary. So I'm not sure if you can see your screen, but I'm going to put it up here and I'll tell you all about it. So let's get this goal horn going first. And I'm guessing this one he wants me to pass on to you. Carol, you are such an inspiration to all of us with your generosity and heart. You are a legend and inspiration to so many because of people like you. Please use this however you need for your needs or a small gift for yourself. So Just Incredible, Carol, just gave you $50 as a birthday gift.
Oh, Justin, thank you so much. That means a lot to me, and I really appreciate it. I certainly will use it.
So, Justin, we're going to add that $50 to some merch that I'm going to send Carol her way that we still got to finalize. So maybe she'll get a couple nice gifts from the CCC community. That was awesome. Thank you, Justin. Let's give Justin some love in the chat for sure.
I can't believe I thought this was a member stream, and I never was in it already.
Yeah, nice one. Nice one.
Oh,
I even told you, sorry, when we were talking earlier that watch the show and then at 11:40 I was going to call you.
Yeah, I know that, but for some reason I had it in my head that it was a members only stream.
Yeah, usually, here's a hint for you, Carol, and for everyone out there. Usually I don't schedule member streams on game nights because the game nights, they're quite big, these streams. So, for instance, I'm doing my member stream tomorrow, if that makes sense.
Say that last part again.
Oh, I said I'm doing my member stream tomorrow, not tonight. Yeah.
Oh.
Another legend pops in, Andrew Chang. Oh, Andrew, I think this is supposed to go to you too, but I'll confirm with Andrew. Andrew donates $70 tonight. So Carol, I'll figure out how to split that and what to use. No, of course it's going to go to you. But thank you, Andrew. Yeah, he donates $70 and he says, "Happy birthday,
wow.
Shannon." Yes.
Well, thank you very much, Andrew. Really, really appreciate it.
You should hire me as your agent, Carol.
Well, I'll tell you a little secret. This money is going to go so I can buy food this month because I don't have any money for food.
No.
So I really appreciate it.
No, that it's sad that you have to say that, but it warms my heart that people are coming through. So let's give some love to Andrew in the chat. And by the way, when I said I could be your agent, I didn't say I could be your Asian. I know it sounded like that, but I could be your Asian as well.
No, I know what you meant. I know what you meant. I know what you meant.
Okay, good. Swervin Irvin says, Carol, what made you a Canucks fan? What hooked you in?
Well, my whole family, we were sports crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It started back a long time ago when I was Edmonton, when I was a Montreal Expo fan in baseball.
Yep.
And then we watched them play a lot, and then the Blue Jays came in.
Yeah.
And then in 1970, when the Canucks came in, I just started watching them and just fell in love with their fightness, the way they fought. I love the white towel.
Yeah.
That white towel started with what's that coach's name?
Roger
again?
Nielsen.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I love the white towel waving. It just made it was like all our fans together all over the place just started to band together with that towel.
Yeah. Good memory.
And it was started out as a joke, but it caught fire. And the Nana Nash song, we started that.
Yeah.
And then the white towel, we started that. The only thing that I really, really, what's the word? The riots really broke my heart.
Yeah.
What you don't know about me, Clay, is I lived in Vancouver for a year.
Sorry, say that again?
I lived in Vancouver for a year.
Right.
And all it did was rain. And I just don't like the rain, and it's a big joke because I was walking with crutches, and you try to walk around the big city on crutches, and you get soaked because I'm not fast enough. So
right.
But, yeah. Is there any other questions you want to ask me?
Yeah, two more, and then we'll. Did you say you weren't fast enough to outrun the rain? Is that what you're trying to say?
I was not fast enough to get undercover.
Oh, okay.
Before I got soaked.
Gotcha. Well, no one is. That's fine.
No, that's true.
Yeah. All right. Erwin wants to know, what do you like to do for hobbies?
Really good question. Watch movies.
Love it. What's your favorite movie?
You're gonna laugh at me. It's a musical. It's The Sound of Music.
Okay, I won't judge you. Two more. Stop Brother says, do you play video games?
No.
Okay.
I play a lot of crib online and card games, stuff like that, but I don't play video. My hand-eye coordination is not the greatest.
Awesome. And here's the last one. I think your hand-eye's okay. Last one is from Swervin Irvin. What's your most cherished possession? Good question.
Oh, that is a very good question. My brother passed away last year.
Yeah.
And his wife gave me the Trevor Linden 12 by 20 picture of him going around the ice on his last day.
Nice.
Like when he retired. So they got it. My brother got it signed with Trevor Linden's autograph. And that's what I got when my brother passed away.
That is beautiful. You know what? There are 3 or 4. Wow. Okay, hold on. We're going to greet you happy birthday, Carol, with a goal horn, because we're not going to sing happy birthday. So this is for your birthday. Through these generous donations from people. So Stop Brother gives a $7 donation and ask a question. So you got to answer it quick. Thoughts on Todd Bertuzzi?
I really thought he was, I think that fellow that got hurt.
Yep.
That he was on top of.
Yep. Steve Moore.
I don't think he would have broken his neck as bad, people were piling on.
Yeah.
What he did was very wrong.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm not saying what he did was a great decision.
Yeah.
But I think our coach also nagged him on.
Yeah.
And if that game, if they had given a penalty because they hit our captain, then nothing would have happened.
No, that you're showing your depth of knowledge for the team for sure. I agree with everything you said.
Because it was only 20 seconds left in the game.
Yeah.
And all they had to do was just finish the game, and that was the end of it.
Yeah.
But if they gave that guy a penalty, it wouldn't have turned out to be such a melee.
Yeah, good point. So let's give Stop Brothers some love in the chat for that $7 donation. Clue96, also known as Wolf Girl, gives $20 and says, for Carol, for your birthday. So let's give some love to Clue96 in the chat.
My.
And then you're going to like this. Brian donates $140. So
Wow.
Brian Blingy Choi says, happy birthday. May you have not anymore. Sorry. We have many more. So a $140 donation from Brian.
Wow. Thank you, everyone. How generous is this?
Yeah. So let's give Brian some love in the chat. So upon my very, very quick math, I think I'll 70, 120, 127, 147. Yeah, we're probably going to be sending you a gift or whatever. Yeah, we'll talk, Carol, whether you want just the cash or you want me to put a gift basket together, but we're looking about $275 for you.
Wow. Thank you very much.
You're most welcome.
Generous. Thank you so much, everybody.
No, this is amazing. This is a wonderful show of community. Carol, I'm going to get going. I never say to someone, I'm going to let you go because that's just a pet peeve of mine. So, because that kind of pretends that I like control and I'm presuming that you have other. So basically,
okay.
I want to give you a chance. I want to give you a chance to say something to the crew, and then I'll say something to you before we
All right.
Go for it.
Well, I want to thank everyone from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate your generosity. I really love this community. And I really enjoy our chats and our time together as a group. I've met some wonderful people in this chat. And I am so blessed and so thankful for each and every one of you. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Well, Carol, we love you and happy birthday officially. Now it's 12:04 and I will find you on the weekend and we'll figure out how to make this work. How's that sound?
Sounds great, Clay. Take care. God bless.
God bless you too, Carol. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye. That is legendary Carol Bovlander, and you guys were legendary in your generosity. So as I wrap up here, like I said, I'd like to bring legends and Hall of Fames on here for their birthdays. And even though she's not a legend technically because of her struggles, basically had to not use her credit card for a while. And that for better for worse is, as you guys know, how we fund memberships here. The $275 I will send to her this weekend. And yes, if it's going, especially towards food, the biggest necessity, I am happy to pass it on behalf of this community. So yes, Carol's in the chat now. Thanking everyone. And Carol, thank you for coming on, for being so articulate as you always are. Moderators, thank you for keeping this a safe and respectful place. Members, that's a legendary Lucas Gates, a legendary Andrew Chang, Hall of Fame and franchise members. Thanks for your support. And thanks to all of you for watching, liking, and subscribing. On the way out, you can subscribe, you can like the video, you can leave donations. Man, that donation train is getting a workout this week, which is amazing. You can gift a membership, buy your own membership, upgrade your own membership, use your monthly membership message. If you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. Thanks to my sponsors, Van City Experts Real Estate and Coach Patrick Liu, weight loss coach. And thanks to everyone who went above and beyond today. Swervin Irvin uses a triple M. Justin, $5 donation. Jaskrin, $3 donation. Justin, $50 to Carol. Andrew, $70 to Carol. Stop Brother, $7 to Carol. Wolf Girl, $20 for Carol. And Brian, $140 to Carol. Amazing stuff. And Irwin puts it the best. Carol is a first ballot CCC Ring of Honor. Couldn't say it any better myself. Tomorrow night, member stream, 11 p.m. We will kind of just talk about where we are with this Canucks team, expectations, and maybe we'll have a couple roster cuts to talk about, but we'll see. So make sure you join me tomorrow night at 11 p.m. That one will be members only. And on your way out, don't forget that you can rate this dad joke. Maybe it's bad and dad. Rate this out of 10 as the end credits play. So once again, thanks everyone. Carol, happy birthday. We love you. And we are glad that you were able to join us for some time where we could be the first ones to greet you on your special day. Everyone, stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. I was thinking today, if I ever left my job, I could see, I might apply for a job hanging up mirrors. I don't know. It's just something that I could see myself doing. God bless, and go Canucks go. Booyah.